We've already gone over some information regarding nouns in Latin, but now it's time to really learn the associated grammar. All Latin nouns are divided into 5 distinct groups called declensions, based on how they end in the genitive case. The dictionary will always provide you with the nominative form followed by the genitive form, so there is no need to worry about finding this information. As we've already learned, declension is a specific set of patterns that a Latin noun follows in order to express a particular function of the word within the sentence. The word declension comes from the Latin verb declinare, meaning to descend, as the action of going down or inflecting from the nominative case to the genitive, the dative, and so forth, which is what Roman schoolmasters used to do in order to train Roman children. Unfortunately, the 5 Latin declensions are all extremely different in their forms, but what they have in common is 6 cases in the singular and 6 cases in the plural. Remember that a word belonging to a particular declension will never be able to move to a different declension. In a way, this could be considered rather comforting. However, it will take several lessons to go through all 5 declensions, as we will examine them one at a time. The first declension is by far the easiest. You will notice A as a recurring vowel. With very few exceptions, nouns in the first declension are all feminine, including inanimate objects. They all decline like regina, reginae. We must remember that the stem of a word is always found in the genitive case. This might seem unimportant for the first declension, since the stem is the same all the way through, but we will see that this is not always the case as we move to other declensions. So here comes the laborious part. We have to memorize these endings for the 6 cases for both singular and plural. Let's go through them now with their definitions for clarity. Singular. Regina, the queen. Reginae, of the queen. Reginae, to the queen. Reginam, the queen, direct object. Regina, meaning varies. Regina, O queen. Plural. Reginae, the queens. Reginarum, of the queens. Reginis, to the queens. Reginas, the queens, direct object. Reginis, meaning varies. Reginae, O queens. Now some important points. First, there are many types of ablatives, so that's why the chart says that the meaning varies. Next, it's important to notice that the A ending in the nominative and vocative is short, while in the ablative it is long. You may also notice that the genitive and dative singular and nominative and vocative plural all look alike. Don't worry, the context will help you decide which one you have in your sentence, thanks to other words present in the sentence. The same goes for the dative and ablative plural. Vocatives are much less common anyway. You will see them only if there is an invocation. So although there are 12 forms there, this was pretty straightforward. But now we have to mention what is usually referred to by students as pain words. We affectionately call them this because it is an acronym, but you can also just call them exceptions. They are a few words which belong to the first declension, and they look exactly like all the other feminine words, but they are actually masculine in gender. For this reason, they must be memorized. Poeta, poetae. Agricola, agricolae. Incola, incolae. Nauta, nautae. Then there is also atleta, atletae. Conviva, convivae. Scriba, scribae. Pirata, piratae. As with everything else in Latin, this will become more clear through repetition, so let's continue by looking at some very common nouns of the first declension so that we can also start building up our vocabulary. Aqua, aquae. Vita, vitae. Mora, morae. Fabula, fabulae. Pugna, pugnae. Anchilla, anchillae. Corona, coronae. Cura, curae. Fama, famae. Femina, feminae. Insula, insulae. Patria, patriae. Porta, portae. Pecunia, pecuniae. Taberna, tabernae. Culina, culinae. Villa, villae. Mensa, mensae. Although we will talk extensively about adjectives later, let's get a little preview right now. First-class adjectives in the feminine decline exactly like the first declension nouns. That means we can now build phrases like these. Via angusta. Janua rubra. Puella pulcra. With first declension nouns now understood, let's check comprehension.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel for more tutorials. Support me on Patreon so I can keep making content. And as always, feel free to email me, ProfessorDaveExplains@gmail.com.